dominate popular culture, but this $21 billion industry produces some pretty graphic material. So I'm going to show you a clip from Mortal Kombat. It's a very popular game, and it's known for being very violent.
It's a great game. You want me to kill the lights?
You get that, Christian. So as you can see, it's pretty violent, but a lot of industries are quick to blame violent video games for childhood aggression and mass shootings, which is just not true. 90% of pediatricians and 67% of parents agree that violent video games could be the cause of childhood aggression. But we need to keep in mind these are not experts. Jeff Goldham did this research, and these percentages were based off of parents who did not have any information besides their own observations of their children, and a lot of them were first-time parents, so you can't really judge off of that. Furthermore, while video game sales have skyrocketed, like Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, juvenile crime rates have actually decreased. Even the Supreme Court ruled that there's no link between the two, at least no link that has sufficient evidence. Mass shootings are the biggest thing where people want to link violent video games. And it's true that there are some cases, one of the first school shootings, the Columbine High School shooting, the shooters were said to have played Doom, which is one of the earlier violent games. But other researchers said that's just, they played it, but it wasn't in relation to what they did. And as you can see here, this is a study done by the Secret Service. And this is violent video games. And this is the interest of mass shooters. And by far, the biggest thing they like is their own violent writings. Violent games are very low on the spectrum. And 97% of U.S. children and teens play violent video games, but you don't see 97% of kids and teens going and shooting up their schools. Plus, there's very violent games like Call of Duty, Hitman, Mortal Kombat, and none of them have been linked to recent shootings. So I said Columbine High School was linked with Doom. Well, none of these games have been reported to be linked with recent shootings. And youth violence is at a 40-year low. The first violent video game came out in 1976. That's exactly 40 years ago. It seems like people are being able to take out their aggression in the game rather than in real life. So it could be because of that. It's also, they've shown that it's a good way to release stress, it's a good way to use their time, rather than going out and ending up getting into situations where they hurt each other. So as you can see, violent video games, childhood aggression, there's no real correlation. People need to trust that us teens know the difference between the digital world and the real world. And they need to know that we can tell the difference between what's okay and what's not. We have good, solid morals. We know killing each other because a video game told us to is not right.